Hello there, my name is Thomas and I'm coming directly to you on this video from my house here in Denmark. And the story and the golden nuggets I'm going to share with you today is actually has a lot to do with my house here. And today I'm going to be talking about mindset, how important that is, and how if you work on your mindset and have a strong mindset, how that actually can help you go through fire. And the reason I have been thinking about this story or the last few days is because just a few days ago, it was exactly 2 years ago that this happened to me, and that really proved to me that having a strong mindset, being physical, strong, can help you a lot when something happens that's really shocking and really difficult to deal with. Because, like I said, about 2 years ago, I woke up one morning, 4:45 in the morning. My bedroom is right on the other side of this wall, and I woke up. Kind of not really waking up, but I kind of turned around in my bed, and when I was just about falling asleep again, I realized something was wrong. And the next thing I remember is that I was standing out in the middle of my bedroom, and I just knew something was not right. And a few seconds later, I realized there was a fire in the roof of my house here. And that's a pretty shocking experience and no fun at all. And from the bottom of my heart, I really hope that that's not going to happen to anybody. But unfortunately, it is happening. That was a scary experience. And luckily, the fire was up in the roof, and so there's no fire inside the house here. There's no smoke in here really, maybe just a tiny small smoke, but the fire alarm was not going on yet, so, but that would have probably awakened me up. But luckily I woke up, got the firefighters coming here and all that stuff, and it was a couple of really difficult hours in the morning there to deal with that. It was, that was just really crazy. And luckily they kind of saved the house. There's still a lot of damage on the roof, and they pour a lot of water on the house, so probably 2/3 of the house was damaged. And right here in my office, the water was coming down through the ceilings or the roof, and it was just a big mess. It was crazy. But luckily, in the other end of the house, there was my bedroom and kitchen and living room was not damaged, so they could clean that up and could stay there. So actually, the first night after the fire, I actually slept here in the house, and I've done that ever since. And never really been scared about sleeping in the house. I've been afraid of there's going to be another fire or something like that. And I think there's a reason for that, and that's what I want to talk to you about in this video, because I think at the time I was doing a lot of exercising, was in a good shape, and that helped me with being really healthy mentally too. And what actually happened that morning was that, and of course, a lot of feelings, a lot of thoughts about why is this happening and what's going to happen now, and all kinds of things that I was thinking about, and a lot of emotions. It's really difficult to deal with in a way, but in the morning, I don't think the firefighters are actually done with putting the fire out, but they have told me that they had it under control and everything's going to be okay, But I start thinking about how should I deal with this. This was really one of the worst situations I've ever been in. That was really difficult, really stressful, and I realized that I could go down the road of being really sad, being really miserable, be really frustrated about why was this happening and what was going to happen now and all these things, you know. And I knew that would probably not take me to a very nice journey going through this situation, you know. And on the other hand, I start thinking about, well, I could be just really, really grateful that I actually got out of this house I didn't inhale smoke or anything, so I could just get out of the house and wait for the firefighters to come here. I didn't have to go to hospital or doctor or anything because I was getting sick from this or any burn marks or anything. And really start focusing a lot about that, because that seems to be, if I make that choice to focus on that I actually was going to be really, really grateful that I was alive and the house was pretty, in a way, safe, you know, and that was going to be taken care of. And that could maybe help me a little bit with getting through this situation. And luckily, mentally I was so strong that I could kind of focus on that and telling myself over and over and over again in those months where this was going on with rebuilding the house and everything, that I should really focus on being really grateful for getting out of this alive and not hurt or anything, and that everything was going to be okay. I didn't lose a lot of stuff. There's a few things, got some water and stuff, and the insurance paid for it and all that, you know. And so that helped me so much to kind of, in a way, have the focus on the positive. And that's pretty mind-blowing experience when you kind of have this feeling that you have actually been really close to dying. You've been kind of looking death right in the eyes, and then get this feeling and working on your mindset and really stick with this feeling about that, well, I should be really, really grateful that I'm alive. And that really, really helped me a lot going through this experience. It was still some tough times, but I'm sure if I'd chosen the other way of being really sad and really miserable about it and blaming myself and everybody else and whatever you can do when you go down that path to deal with things, I'm sure this whole situation would be so much more difficult to go through it. And that just afterwards here, well, at least the last few months of getting back and working a lot on my mindset and my getting back and being in a good shape again, and really been thinking a lot about this experience in my life with this fire in my house and how important it actually, now looking back and look at the situation, I can see it. One of the things that really helped me was that having this strong mindset and really you're making a decision. If something like this is happening to you and you get really sad and frustrated about it, well, that's a decision. For some of us, it's the only way we can go in that situation, because that's how our mindset is in that particular situation. But I really realize now that it is so important to really work on that personal development, to really make a strong mindset, and for me it's also to have a body that's strong, because that helped me with having a strong mindset. So that is just something I'm going to be working a lot on from now on and for the rest of my life, because I know it's going to help me so much. I don't hope I ever get into a situation that would be so dramatic as a fire in my house, you know, but I don't know what's going to happen in the next few minutes or tomorrow or in 5 months, you know. Maybe something really terrible is going to happen, you know. And right now I just know as much as if I work on my mindset and really make sure I become as strong as I can, whatever kind of situation is going to happen in the future, I will be able to handle that a lot better than if I just kind of don't really care about my mindset and just let life just happen and don't really want to work on it and think nothing is ever going to happen. I'm not going to have any benefits from having a strong mindset. So why worry about that, or why waste the time on it? But I really realize now that is so important. It can be small things happening in your life, small ups and downs, it happens all the time for all of us. So it's not like, it's not like you can live a life and you're not going to experience any ups and downs. That's happening to everybody. But we can make a choice and really decide to work on our mindset to be as strong as possible, and that will help you so much for the rest of your life, whatever is going to happen, So that was my little story for today, and I hope you find it valuable. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to contact me. Probably a link below this video where you can get to my blog and you can write me a comment or questions, or you can probably sometimes some websites I have also have my phone number, so you can call me if you have any questions or want to know how I'm actually working on my mindset, because I do that a lot and there's so many things you can do, and maybe I'm gonna tell you a little more about that in another video. And I really hope to see you again in another video. And until then, just enjoy life and be as strong as possible. So see you around. Bye bye.